What's happening? What's happening?
Relax, calm down. This guy's getting excited. It's meant to be an intro, 5 seconds. You know, Pat Morrison's whole album.
He played half the song.
Fucking hell. What's cracking? Welcome to Red and Black TV.
What's happening?
Q&A episode 3 or 4? No, 3.
Fuck knows
Who gives a fuck whatever it is?
Getting up.
We're back at it again. We've got the boys here. Co-host Banana, panel heads, Azza, Boz, this, that. Let's get straight into it because
Get in these dirty fucking questions.
we've got a few sneaky ones.
Hit me with
People
this
fiending for answers here.
Hit me with the sexual questions. I'll fucking get into it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We are. All right. Let's start off here. All right, we'll kick off on
Everyone's off
Facebook
now.
here. So we've got Matthew Bradley. And
Shout out,
What
Maddie.
the
Shout out, Maddie.
Bradley.
And he's pretty much asking, RBB considering using that safe smoke stuff? It didn't look too bad at Raw. So like,
Hey, this is when we need Azza's laugh.
Nah,
This is when we need Azza's
too
laugh.
serious to laugh this.
Azza, give us a laugh. Give us a laugh.
it's obviously a serious question,
Banana's
yeah.
face. That's the answer.
Wow.
Go banana, do it.
Where
do
do
it, answer.
we start?
No.
With that, bro?
No.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
not.
But explain why.
I'll
Be sincere,
explain why.
honestly, yeah.
I'll explain why. Active support, guys, is not working with the club. It's being independent.
Yep.
And the safe smoke shit is you need to cooperate and organize
lot
and
of
do this and restrictions. You got to work with
plastic.
the club. So it goes against the laws and the rules there of active support that we try to emulate.
Yeah.
Ultras mentality.
Ultras mentality.
It
So,
looks good, but nah. We
You're
do.
going to end up like one of those MLS clubs, bro.
Yeah,
and we don't want to,
like-
man. It's plastic, bro.
It's plastic.
Looks a bit good. That's all.
Let's just move on to the next question.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was going to get too excited and say something stupid. I'm going to be editing all night.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Let's go.
So this is Benjamin Dimicheski.
Shout out to Benny.
And he's pretty much asked here, favourite home game and away trip from over the years. So we've already mentioned the away trip on a previous
Fucking bang my
Q&A.
table, bro. Bang my table,
It's a
bro.
good question.
So he's pretty much, which is our favourite home game? And I
Gonna
think,
start.
I'll go with Brisbane Roar semi-final down. What was it, 3-0?
Yep.
yep.
Came back to win 4-3. Shinji Ono.
What else?
I know.
Vidicic with the winner.
Castellan.
Vidicic with the winner, 4-3. Castellan,
What
did he have a hat
fucking
trick?
game.
Yeah, he's had a hat trick.
Castellan had the hat trick, and I've probably never seen Wanderers Stadium go like that, bro.
The atmosphere in that game was
Honestly, if
Second to
Parramatta Stadium had a roof, we would have blown the roof off that game.
100%.
absolutely.
That was crazy.
It was just nail biting shit, and
Yeah.
to go down with such a margin, the heart the boys showed to come
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
is inspirational. Man.
First and
favorite
second that season.
favorite away game for me. And you'll move on to your home and away.
Yeah.
Will probably be Sydney FC. Maybe season 2 was it?
Yep.
That was massive. That was on with all the postcodes. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the first one.
That was the first one.
First
yeah,
season.
first season. So I think second season was that the one we won. But no, we won in first season, didn't we?
Yeah, we won first season away.
First, so first season. Sorry.
3-0.
That's kind of when we established ourselves in the league, man. It was a great turnout. The whole away section, which was that all the bays behind the goals, was just
was sick.
packed to the rafters, bro. And that, for me personally, is a day that I'll never forget, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's when we will announce ourselves in the league, bro.
Yeah. I agree with Boss completely with all of them. That 4-3 game was crazy. The ACL first leg at Parramatta,
yes.
that was quality just because of the history. Away trip, nothing. I don't care. Nothing will ever beat that first.
Wow. What's this flag?
It's
Scratch my
is
table.
that-
Check my table.
Nothing will ever beat that first Sydney away for me. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, I'm not forgetting that.
That was from from the morning till you got to.
Bro, we were in the
Wow,
stadium
like
1
seconds.
hour chanting before, bro. It just gives me up thinking
Think
about
about how long we were at Para
Bro.
drinking at the pub
Yeah.
at the Woolpack.
We rocked up drunk.
And then we headed all the way into bro.
We were
it. Bro,
drunk.
that was
Drunk fuck.
special
I was
men.
trashed by the time I got
Oh,
to the
bro,
game.
but we fucking showed up the Cove, and I remember reading Go on the Cove's forums and reading,
And they were
like-
propping us.
They were.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck you, we're here now. Oh fuck yeah.
That was a statement, bro.
Oh, it was,
That
bro.
was a statement.
It was we had bungers and stuff, and
I
I don't
can't
know who
wait.
lit them off, but
Bungers,
fucking-
what are you on about? Who?
yeah,
bungers?
I don't know, bro.
We don't do
Something I
that.
heard about.
We don't
But
do
yeah.
that stuff.
That's
And the other one was
silly.
ACL Parramatta, Town Hall, early morning.
You got fucking free.
So what are you claiming that as an away fixture?
I don't know. That just needs a special mention. Because
It is an away fixture.
We were, yeah,
we weren't away.
overseas,
That's the
bro.
problem.
we weren't.
We were at home.
Pete with his shirt, -6 degrees.
Shout out to Pete.
It was good, eh? It was,
Great flair show that
Actually,
morning.
guys, a
Flair
quick
show.
question. Was Pete at the game?
Yeah, he was.
He was?
He was.
Shout out to Pete, bro. Well
he
done.
was.
One of his rare moments.
There you
They're
go.
mine, eh? They're mine.
But no.
I'm gonna go with it for the home game. Favorite home game. I'll say Melbourne victory when we beat them 2-0. Bridgie with the first goal. Second goal, Castellan. Just what a player, bro. I think that was when we were going through the appeals process bullshit. I think all that stuff we're going through.
Yeah.
And we went at the last game against Brisbane. It was empty RBB at the back.
Yeah.
And the next game we came back.
Came out with a bang, bro.
But the away game, fucking tough game. But I always say to myself, the first derby there, I picture that in my head. I'm pretty sure before.
That was a pinnacle, bro.
Yeah, that first
Pinnacle
derby for
of
me
away
was,
games.
That was one of the more like that was the scoreline I actually pictured in my head wanting to.
Bro,
beat
Hersey
that
did
for
the
first
W.
time.
That's when he did the W.
Hersey.
I get
Beecham,
tingles thinking about it, bro.
Fucking remember that every day.
I get tingles
so
thinking
happy.
about that game.
Yeah, like you Malta said, man. 1 hour before the game, we're in the stadium going
Yeah.
fucking ape shit like motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
When you say away game, it's not 1 hour before the game, jump in your car and go. Away game is an away day. It starts fucking 9 a.m., bro.
Even
What
getting
if-
You're cracking a beer.
Melbourne away, cars, when we went on the bus. I
Yeah.
would say before shit, brother.
One day
Fuck.
in, 1 day back.
Yeah, bro.
Same day there, same day back.
Well, I
Fucking
would never do the bus back.
never will I bust it back from Melbourne,
I'll
ever.
bus it down and then fly back.
Yeah, bro.
That was, whether we had one or not, it's just too painful on the body. But in all
Stos.
honesty, you have completely fucked me now because all these games.
But hey, in fairness,
Hey,
In
so
honesty, for me, the Brisbane Raw game is
Yeah.
like you can't get past that game. It had everything in
Oh,
it. man.
fucking
in fairness, if you were to ask 100 fans, that
were there, they would
98 of
say
them
it.
would say the same thing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
100%.
With away games, man, like I agree too with Malta and Banana, man. That first game when we just announced ourselves into the A League was, I don't know, bro. That was like Western Sydney there, bro. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
whole fucking away end was pinnacle shit, bro. Like everyone was like so passionate to finally have that team from the West. You know what I mean? And I feel like it
was
it
bigger
an
than
announcement.
you
It was
know,
bigger than football,
you know what
100%.
that was? That was a build up of years,
years, bro. 8
years of wanting your own team, bro. That was just releasing all that excitement,
That was
all
that-
emotions,
That was that
bro.
look who stepped in. cast.
Yeah,
Western
we're the
Sydney,
fucking new boys
motherfucker.
in town.
It's years, like fucking
That
every
was-
Eastern Sydney cunt that put it on us for years and years and years.
That
Like,
was-
fuck you, we're here.
That was the years in the making.
bro.
Yeah, so for me, yeah.
That's a G up and a half. What a good
That's
question.
right.
What a fucking
Great,
Like,
great question.
But if I didn't have to go, if I didn't pick that Sydney game, I would have went with the Melbourne away. The first season, 2-1.
Yeah. Is that when we had the Russian flag?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. We had everything.
Shout out to
Mr.
Shout out to
Anime.
Russia. Shout out to Putin.
I think he's in Japan somewhere, bro.
Melbourne Hearts last game was decent. Harry Kewell's last game, I think it was.
That was a good goals there. That was another one I did. Drive there in the
solid.
morning, straight after the game, drive home.
Incredible thing.
Recent Adelaide games have been good because Adelaide's actually showed up. It's been good.
Are we talking about on the pitch or off the pitch?
Bit of both.
Bit of both? All right, fair enough. All right, let's go into another question here. This is from Osman Asma, and he's pretty much asking, who are the worst football fans in Australia? So,
Liverpool FC fans.
Liverpool Olympic.
he's done the big hit on my baby here.
Love
Okay, then we might have to get the president on board for this podcast, huh? He'll massacre you, boy.
We'll go A-League teams here.
So
What-
that
you
question,
look at it-
that question there, okay, I'm not sure if he's pretty much asking, is he
Active.
talking about in general, like the whole stadium of fans, grandstand or active support, or is he focusing more on the active support?
He
side?
can also be asking about who's the most grubbiest fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's some teams like Victory who are just grubs, bro. Their fans are grubs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And there's just hate there.
Whether it's
Credit
North,
to him.
whether it was the North Terrace or the South End, obviously had a
Southend
bit
will
more interaction with the
It's-
South
yeah,
End.
it wasn't-
right next to us.
So that's the thing with victory. It's not just one side that's active. When you've
And
got
two-
both sides are active, you're fighting on both ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're saying they're grubs, but we loved it.
That's exactly.
we want.
We loved it. We
Quality.
fed
It
off
was-
it.
It was like, I feel, our only opposition.
Yeah.
That and FC.
At the time. FC show up. You got to give them credit.
They showed up,
Not
bro.
back
With their gay or
always
VGT flags. They showed up.
They show up.
I don't think so. Not on the active support side of things, man. They're the code for me are the type of people that chant where they're in a good position in the game. They're not doing 90 minutes, whereas North Terrace were very similar with their ideology to us.
Yeah,
That's why for me-
Euro based.
Yeah, that was my
The box head mentality,
not
yeah.
necessarily so much Euro too. They had that British vibe to them as
The
The
well.
South End,
Southend
the
did,
South End had the British vibe.
Yeah, but
The
North
Northern
Terrace
Terrace
was
NT had the Euro vibe.
Yeah.
It was a great mix,
Absolutely
it
like
was.
us.
and that's why they
were our
split.
biggest competition in my eyes.
Yeah.
My favourite chant was when we went there, and I'm pretty sure it was in the Amy Park. I'm pretty sure we were there.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were chanting to us,
talk
"Oi, oi, 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 fuck off,
Sydney,
Sydney,
oi,
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 oi."
we joined in.
And we joined in. Oi, oi, oi. And they looked at us very confused. And said, "These blokes fucked or what?"
These cunts are nutcases.
Well, clearly, we're not Sydney, are we?
You got us confused.
My biggest disappointment, it's
Worst.
I'm gonna say it, bro. Mariners, no active support, just normal fans. They're being lost for the last 3 seasons. Plastics. They were there when they were winning. Let's be honest, they were there when they were winning. After they dropped, and you know, credit to them, bottom of the table. Very hard to support a team like that. But their stadium's been empty for the last 3 seasons, bro.
If we're gonna go by like is supporting wise, I'll say Newcastle. Really. Shit.
The Nova Castrians.
Rubbish, man.
I don't know. They have a lot of potential, Newcastle.
Yeah, but when they're coming first,
They
like
have a lot, man. They're a community
2
club.
seasons ago or something.
I don't include Central Coast and Newcastle on this. So my biggest disappointment, I've got 2. Brisbane, I think fucking like they weren't one. They're the only team in the whole state. So I think the Den should be a
Oh,
lot
in
better.
terms of that, you're absolutely right, Azza. You know, because we're in New South Wales, we've got many teams here. It's kind of broken up. The people.
Even Western Sydney's broken up now.
Brisbane's the only team in Queensland after Fury got thing.
Gold Coast sacked it.
Gold
Furies,
Coast.
but up fucking was
They were North. They were Townsville.
Yeah.
But still, like, yeah. And the other one would be Melbourne City. I know they don't really have an identity. Now they're kind of creating one, but I'd like to see them at least, get half of what Victory had. But, yeah,
It's
they're
gonna take them
my 2.
years.
Yeah.
2 years.
And no one will ever.
with-
No one will ever overtake Victory.
I don't
though,
think so,
man.
no.
Nah, that's not happening.
With me, I don't know. Like for worst football fans, like
It's Western
you
Sydney.
can't go past. You can't go past East Sydney, bro. So like I don't know. In the sense of for me, they're the worst because I have no respect for them whatsoever. If you get
That's
what
your
I'm trying to-
personal agenda. I think
But
the
still,
question's
but
asking.
for me, they're the worst because they are my biggest rival.
I hate them the
You
most,
know what I mean?
But is he asking worse in terms of attendance, support?
They are. Their attendance is nothing. To
Yeah,
brag
you know
about.
what? You're right.
ACL games. You know what I mean? Where
Even when they were champions,
Yeah.
they couldn't even pack out their stadium, bro. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Reigning champions come round 1 new season. They
you imagine
didn't even
that
have
was
half a
us?
stadium.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever had 20K members.
Yeah.
20K for the
I don't think they've ever
first
had-
team,
Yeah.
all right, to be established in the A League of all of Sydney, supposedly back then, whatever.
Can you imagine we were back-to-back champions? Yeah.
Fuck.
It would be the hardest
I'm
tickets in
pretty,
town.
I'm pretty sure I said before. Imagine we were in their place.
Bro, we'd fill out that stadium. Fill out that
They get
stadium.
it.
Hopefully we are. A couple
Every
of
game
I
will be a
wouldn't
sellout.
want to be there anyway. I feel Bankwest is perfect for us, like capacity-wise and whatnot.
Nah,
No, I'm
give me
not
all
saying be there with they. I'm
He's saying in terms of
Oh, like
their
in terms of-
achievements.
Yeah.
flick the switch.
Their
Imagine-
achievements.
Imagine we
Reigning
were on top of
champions or
the
some
ladder
shit.
like that.
If
You know,
we-
you know what, but like, what's more impressive? Holding, like, I'll ask you this question now: holding up a toilet seat how many times, or winning the ACL?
Obviously ACL, but we're not going to do that again, ever again.
Yeah, I can't see any.
Yeah, but we can't.
I have this argument all the time.
We can't. Okay.
That's my scapegoat every
Yeah,
time.
but Stos,
I get into the
we
comment.
can't be in 2040 still saying we've got an ACL title. Eventually, we got to move on
We're
from
gonna
that.
sound like
But it's nearly
Liverpool.
10 years.
Yeah. 20 years without a fucking championship, and we're going to say we got an ACL.
Yeah.
Eventually, we've got to stop using that. You know?
It's true.
We need the toilet seat soon, bro.
Yeah.
Juki, I'm looking at you, Juki.
That's all. All right, let's go
Next
into the next question here. And this is from Reese Fisher. How you going, Reese?
Hey.
Yeah, the Reese. And he's pretty much asking, would you ever take Matt Simon at the Wanderers as he is now?
Banana.
Is it smoke? No, bro. Keep him. Keep
Definitely
him.
a no from me as well.
Keep him there, bro. Keep
Look,
him
Matt
where
Simon,
he is. He's happy there.
you got to give him credit. He's a dick, but he does well for what he is.
Fucking rubbish, bro.
Bro, he had 200 what he just
I
said
don't
his
care how
200
many
games.
games.
You got to respect
because you're playing for Mariners, bro.
You got to respect that longevity.
Listen, I didn't like him when he
Actually,
played
he had a
for.
stint at Sydney FC as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
One season.
Rubbish player, bro.
Graham Arnold took him over.
Bro, if
and-
it was rubbish, he wouldn't play this many games. He's a person that
Bro,
you
that's
hate,
that's
but you
how
want in your
bad
team.
the A-League
You
is.
know, you know what it is, Azza? Go find a player with that many games under their belt for 100k a year.
Yeah, he's happy with that.
He's very cheap. Yeah, so the Mariners
Surely not
obviously on a
100 grand a
budget.
year, bro. It's
Look,
like
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
I'm throwing numbers. I'm throwing numbers.
The average A-League's 125,000.
So let's say he's on 150, 200. Yeah, you're not going to find a strike of 200 game experience for that price.
true.
So that's the only reason why his Mariners kept him so
I
long.
wouldn't take him, but I
In
can't
terms of
respect what he's
talent,
done.
I don't. Nah, he doesn't have it in terms.
I
of
never
talent.
liked him even before the A-League when Bossy used to play against
He's a
them
grub.
in Central Coast Lightning. I'm pretty sure he. That's the second team.
Central Coast Lightning.
Lightning, yeah. That's how far I go back, bro.
Lightning, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
So
I
you
wouldn't.
take him,
I wouldn't even took him there. I wouldn't even took him for Bossy.
So you'd make him your captain.
Yeah. Captain of the water bottles.
Captain of the Orange Pillars.
Nah, the answer's no.
I wouldn't
Nah,
take him.
definitely no.
Respect
I feel-
what he's done.
I feel like Reese is trying to take the piss here.
No, honestly,
No. It was a serious question.
serious
It was
question?
sent after the Mariners game.
Yeah.
Which I think what he's trying to say is, can we use that aggro, that
He plays for the shirt.
that grubbiness in the team? And I look, we respect Simon, but
100%.
in terms of his talent wise, I don't think he's good enough for Wanderers.
Definitely no from me.
Yep.
All right, let's go into the next question, and this is Nicholas Newen.
Newer.
You know, I'm not saying it this time because I got roasted last time. Anyway, so he's
What
pretty
does that
much-
mean again, but bro?
Huh?
You had a
Fill us
great
in, Stos.
explanation.
Good
did,
morning,
eh?
didn't it?
You had a great explanation.
Don't mind. I'm pretty sure it's like fuck. It's like a swear word.
It's a swear word. Didn't you say it meant hello last time?
yeah, I thought he said it's
What do you say? Good morning.
That's not hello.
Good morning.
That's
Good
not hello.
How do
morning.
you say it, Stos?
Don't mind.
No.
Don't mind. All right. Yeah, it's a cracker. You hear it a lot in Cabra. In the,
But it's like saying
at the
Malacca,
pubs, in
yeah?
the pokey room. Don't mind.
It's like saying Malacca.
Well, let's say good
Yeah,
morning
it's not
to the
saying
machine.
Malacca or whatever else. Yeah, we're multicultural
All right, let's
here on the
move
panel,
on to
bro.
this
We love
question.
everyone.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
do. We do.
So the question pretty much is, why is it that we can never play for a full 90 minutes? So I think we doubled in that a little bit in the podcast just now. We don't really have that answer.
Have you? We're still waiting for it.
I think it's a lot of factors at hand.
Because you start off with 3-5-2, you're happy at nil, right?
Yeah.
In that system, you're happy with a nil or you're looking
Building
for
to
a
the game.
late goal, building to the game. So usually, if it's still over half time, Carl Robbins say, "All right, let's go chase this goal now. We've done our defensive duty. Let's win this game 1-0." So then we react. Or the other side of the spectrum is you go down 1-0, and then you change the game, and then we react as well. So the question is, why can't we start the game with that positive football where we're as if we're down 1-0?
Yep.
Why do we need to wait for something to happen, or when we decide, all right, let's now go and take this game? Do we?
It's like he's scared to take the risk.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
He's scared to take that risk. He needs to
You think
honestly.
it's because he feels like we're just not there yet, maybe?
No, I just think he needs to grow some balls, bro. Let's be honest. Look, I like Carl Robinson in a lot of ways,
Yep.
but he needs to grow some balls and come out.
Just go for it. straight
Come
up.
out like we're down 1-0.
It's on the players too. It's on the players.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
There you go.
answer.
Oh,
Whoever
look,
answers that
coming back
question.
to the question, I hope real soon, because I'm sure the talk in the team is we're playing one half at the moment.
Hot topic for sure.
Whole topic.
He knew.
Can't-
Robertson said it in his post-match interview, so he knows.
Yes. So that's their focus. Let's hope in the next couple of games we see a full 90, bro.
Or that, and
Starting
obviously not conceding from set pieces.
Oh, that's another.
You know what I mean?
The problem with set pieces is you can cop a goal against play.
Yeah.
Like you can beat the team with all the momentum
Yep.
and then go and cop a goal off a set piece.
Mm.
And so set pieces don't really show who has the momentum.
Yeah.
So
but
we
it's
could be
it's
we could be
swung the ball.
dominating, and then go cop a cheap free kick outside and cop a goal from it.
All it
So
takes is one good ball, one good
That's-
cross.
But I feel like
That's a whole nother topic
have we
for me.
actually copped the free kick, but I'm pretty sure everything's been from corners.
Corner's a penalty.
Yeah.
2 penalties.
So we haven't actually copped the free kick in what you were saying. You know what I mean?
No, we did
so
the
structurally, there's a problem there where
yeah.
people are.
set pieces. He's
People
got to get
are
that
struggling
right.
to
Yeah.
be in position, like whether it's a factor of, because obviously, like even I coach as well, boss, and for me, I have a combination of zonal and man marking when it comes to a corner.
So
you know what I mean?
what do you play? I'm just curious. How do you do it?
I pretty much have zonal marking where I have my free backs, then I've got people on the post, and then everything else is man marking.
Yeah.
Because you can't have everyone zonal marking.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if the runners come in,
Yeah.
they've got a better opportunity of getting to a ball.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean? That's how I usually play on the
I'm
corner.
with Stos. I'll play my back four on the 6-yard box.
Yep.
And then everyone else is man for man. So it is split between the zonal and a man for man. That's what we go for. But I don't know what Carl
It's
Roberts
not too-
is. He playing man for man? I got to look at it.
To me,
more
it's not
closely.
that difficult. To me, what I reckon what it is, it's before the game, you go, all right, well, MacArthur's a perfect example. They're 2 centre backs that are tallest. Put our 2 tallest guys on it. So I think that you got to man mark the most opposition's most dangerous.
He got into a
Not
position
Ziegler,
there
I mean.
where the zonal marking should have covered
Azza,
that.
you got to understand, right? With set pieces, it's not whoever's tallest gets to it. There's plays. So you got screens coming in, and then so we've got 3 guys. Example, 3 guys standing next to each other. Once he's about to take a free kick, the furthest guy runs towards the ball, creating a screen, and the 2 guys wrap around him.
Yeah.
So he kind of he pushes the defenders away, creates space for those 2
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
to come around.
yeah.
So it's not just man for man, whoever's the tallest.
Yeah.
So they're obviously we're not reading these plays, or we're not, you know, what I mean,
Preparing for it.
prepared
It's
for it.
not park football.
So is it? Are we not analyzing?
One's FC, but
Are we not analyzing these teams'
That's what I think it
plays?
is.
So I think maybe Carl Robinson needs.
I think it's a lack
what I
of
think it is.
concentration is a big thing.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
obvious.
I feel that goal, like Ziggy was just, I don't know.
a meter. He was a meter off.
Oh,
he wasn't
yeah.
even near the guy.
Yeah.
It's unlucky because I'm a defender. Yeah, I'm not the tallest guy, and you come across 6 foot. What can you do? I can jump. I'm not going to get it. It's a bit of both.
No, but you got to think predominantly, like from what we're saying, you have your centre backs like on your 6-yard box, which are usually your tallest players.
Yeah.
So in that position there, Ziggy should have been on him if he had applied the zonal marking. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
yeah.
Ziggy should have done the old school, the old
Step on the
sack
foot or
whack,
something.
bro,
yeah.
sack whack.
Yeah, these days, but with
A little-
VAR,
a little
that-
pinch,
get it.
bro.
You get away with
you
nothing.
can't.
with VAR.
But no, you can't get away with that, man.
No chance.
These days, you get a penalty for it, bro.
All right, let's go into another
Try it,
question.
Ziggy. Try
Let's
it.
go. Let's go.
All right, so
Smells like a barbecue around here.
those
This
two.
one.
We're on fire.
4 holdouts here.
think
Southwest
spit's
Sydney
going on
barbecues, this, that. Anyway, back into the question. So, do you think Coxie will sign for another season if he brings his family
Who
over
asked
here?
this question?
And this is Zik from YouTube.
Ziki.
Yeah, the Zik.
So, Banana, would you sign him for another season?
Well, if he's scoring goals, left, right, centre, and
Let's fast
well,
forward.
it's like, well, hang on,
He's not
but
going to score goals.
I know. But I'm just saying in general like that. But I'm saying in the end of the day, it's not up to him. It's up to the manager, bro.
If Duke stays,
What do you mean?
I'll get rid of your Boa and keep Coxie for another year.
Absolutely.
look, Coxie made a massive sacrifice staying here. I think loyalty is important.
It is important, but it's not the
sign
main aspect. He's pretty much asking here if we would sign him for another season.
I would.
In regards to
Listen,
the family
but
statement.
if he's
But
not-
it's more about it's performance based as well.
yeah,
so
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
be
going by.
stupid here, you know. But for me, I think it all depends on who's he's going to bring in too. You don't know
Yeah,
what's
it's
going to
tough
come
question.
in. So I think like
Predict
so
it.
does his contract end at the end of the season, obviously, or have we signed him for 2 years?
I think
Not too sure, man. I think this is
It's a year
last year.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all
I think it was
depends
a
on the client.
1.5 year contract. If I'm right.
All depends on the players he's going to bring in for next season at the end of the day. If he sticks to what you have and what you said, Boz,
Well, Stos
sacks those guys, I'll keep him.
Then the question is, now does the coach go looking for another striker,
He's got one.
or is he going to say I'm happy with Coxie, I'm going to keep him, or as a second striker coming on for Dukey,
Yep.
or do I go try to find a better second striker?
But that's a waste of a spot, man. If you're gonna say you can keep him on the bench for impact player, when if these
he's international.
these international players, you should be making the right moves.
They
Not-
should be in your first
starters.
11.
yeah, you should, or they should always be in there. You know, not come on as an impact. I get what you're saying, but don't forget you're missing that. You've got that international spot. Don't waste it on the bench.
I think it's not worth bringing his family over here. If he was a bit younger and there was a bit of future potential, but he's coming to the back end of his career, I think we could replace him with an Australian player if he's going to be an impact player, especially with Juki here. So I think after this season, Cox will return home.
Yeah, football's ruthless, eh? Like
It's a business, man.
Yeah, it's ruthless.
It is.
Yeah, we respect what he did, but fuck, it's ruthless.
Shout out
We've
to
seen
Coxie.
so many players come and go, bro. It's part of it.
Yeah,
That
that's
door
it.
never
Part of
stops
basketball.
turning, bro.
It's part of
That's it,
it's
especially
part of
a feeder.
football, man.
Yeah, legal
Yeah.
rules.
All right, let's go into the next question. And this is a pretty good one. So this
So
is
what were the other
from
questions?
Darko
Just see
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Wankman.
Darkajia.
Wankman.
No, Wankman is one of those.
And he's pretty much asking, what are your top 2 to 3 best and worst players that have wore the jersey? Wow.
There's a lot of worse ones than good players.
Where do you
Let's start from you, Stos, and make
Thanks,
start
thanks
with
boss, because I've been getting
Well, I know, you've been
cleaned
getting
up with the questions.
We'll give you a chance here, bro.
So
What a question.
I might as well we'll go with 3. All right, I'm going to start with my best, obviously. So for me, my best signings would be Ono.
Yep.
Is like you cannot go past that. He's been our best marquee over the years. I think he's pretty much is he only marquee. Pretty much, we've doubled with that. So definitely Ono. Ante Kovic, bro. Ante Kovic is a fucking massive signing, brother. Okay, for us, the experience that he brought to the team.
That save.
And that save, bro, that guy is a world-class keeper, bro. You understand? And for me, it's so, like, pinnacle to have a fucking keeper like that for me. You know, it was massive player. I'll also probably go Castellan, man. Castellan as well, man. I don't know. I don't understand why we didn't re-sign him. I don't get it. But for me,
He was frustrating, bro. Castellan had his good games and his bad games.
nah, but he had a lot better games.
He showed up on the big games.
Yeah, he did.
Bro,
Yeah.
Big games he was there.
He was a standout player, and you could see he was at another level
Yeah.
compared to the players in the squad at the time.
Yeah.
So they're my top 3
list.
best players. Worst? Fuck, where do you start? Where do you start,
lot of
honestly,
them.
man?
I don't know,
I would have to go with Cressinger. I know you sort of have a soft spot for him, Azza, but for me, the guy had heart. He played for the jersey,
he
but
did, yeah.
bro, you're not a 9, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, he scored 2 goals the whole fucking season. All right, I know that flick on was crazy against Raw, whatever, but for me, rubbish player. Obviously, Pierre Vicari up there as well, another player that really didn't do it for me. And then who was our right back, bro? You remember that guy, the Aussie guy?
Pollins.
Shannon
Oh, he's
Cole.
German.
No, the right back. What was his fucking name now? Bro, he couldn't cross a ball in his life.
Alessi.
No,
Shannon Cole.
no, the right back.
Shannon Cole.
Adelicki's left.
Shannon Cole.
His name now, bro.
Hamill.
He's jumped.
Neville.
Neville, bro. Neville was horrendous, brother. I do not know how that guy was a professional football player. Did not rate Neville, bro. Did not rate.
Disaster.
That's a
There's
good list, Stos, honestly. I'll be legit.
Call it a list.
That's fucking a lot of
Did I rip
thinking.
you a new one now?
know.
Banana? It's all yours, bro.
Oh, we'll shut it down, bro. Fucking, I know the best, bro. Bro, it's gonna be a long time where we get a player like him again, man.
QB came close.
You know, he played at Paris City Youth, but yeah.
Having a leader.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, one of our greatest signings, man. What a fucking player he was. He was literally like, I didn't know much about him before he came, but then once he started to play, once he started to get in the rhythm, man, then you started to realize, fuck, this player was a big motherfucker of a player, bro. And
Spit it out.
I'm saying, oh no, bro. I'm talking about.
Oh, you said I know. You're still on I know. I thought you were on the second one.
We'll be here by midnight, bro.
No, but second, we're gonna go second one, man. It's fucking. There's a heap of good players, man. I'm gonna go Hersey, bro. Hersey, man. Hersey was a top player for us, man. But fucking, I'm just going off the top of my head. I didn't even have time to think about this. I'm just saying.
Well, that's
players
usually what happens on the Q&A, bro.
it does
Just
too.
throw the question out, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking go for third. Is there you got to go for free players,
I
yeah?
can't think of 3.
Fucking hell. I gotta go Centerlab, bro. Centerlab was a gun, bro. Top player for us, man.
Player.
Go worst. We go to worst. Soteria, bro.
He actually scored the other week, didn't he?
He did,
out
bro.
injured now.
But
That's a good finish too.
Where the fuck was this when you played for us? You
Yeah.
fucking drop kick, bro. Straight out, man. I don't want to talk about
Don't
it.
get too
All
much.
right, let's move on.
Yeah. All right. Who else we got, bro?
I don't know.
There's a surplus that you can pick
the
from.
magician, Cole, him too, another guy who couldn't fucking.
Oh, he was all right, man. He was all
He
right.
couldn't cross up all of his
He was
fucking
good,
life
Cole,
depended
right?
on
He
it,
was
bro.
good.
Shannon Cole was overrated.
Shannon Cole was good, man.
Nah.
He's fucking all right.
Like I know another guy that played with heart, but come on, bro,
Alrighty.
you can't base a player on heart.
Shannon Cole.
No, I'm just basically you're telling me fucking
Actually,
which one's the worst,
Malta's
bro.
got him in his best 11.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway,
Wow.
go for the third. Who's the third? We'll go.
I don't know, bro. It's your list.
You're on full.
No, it's third. You want a free good and free bad, yeah? Let's go.
The sun's rising.
Let's go, my bro, too.
Goal, my brother.
I think he played like about 40 seconds for us in the derby, and that was it, bro.
Wow. Fucking hell.
It was so rubbish. I don't even know how Banana remembered him.
Yeah, honestly.
No way.
I don't even
He
know.
pulled that one out of the woodwork, mate.
Hey, but I'm gonna throw that in my worst story, bro.
I don't even know what
We
to
were all
say.
signed him the other day. I was like, go,
Brisbane
my
signed
bro,
him.
too, bro. He's still around.
It's goal, not go.
Whatever.
Goal. Gel.
GG.
Wow.
Malta go.
But I'm not doing 3 hours.
It was free.
I don't
It
want
was
to.
free.
Yeah,
it
he
was
did
free.
free. Yeah.
Did free.
I don't know. Everyone's mentioned that. Ono, Santa Lab. I'll just get straight to my worst ones. Well, I'm going to change it to my most disappointed, and that's Saba. I think he had so much potential, that bloke. He was
some
honestly
good games.
no. He was. I reckon he's. It's a big statement. He was technically our most gifted player we've ever had in the squad. I know Ono's up there, but technically
More than
Saba.
Ono.
I'll put him on even level. Yeah, honestly, technically Saba was there. He wasn't used the right way. He had so much potential. He played for the jersey. Even when he left, he was always on Instagram doing red and black stuff.
Still doing it.
Still does it. Adeleki's up there. He did that trick. I can't remember who it was where he beat the player, came back, but he didn't do much. And he's proved us wrong, this bloke. But when he played for us, he was shit. Red, mate. I know he's doing
That's
wonders.
a good point.
Yeah,
how
he's
did I
doing
forget
wonders
about
at
him,
Sydney,
bro?
but for us, he
Boss
was
is
shit.
getting killed now, bro. There's going to be no one left.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, I got one up my sleeve.
Tell me, boss. Tell me.
My best three: Ono, Hersey, and Topper Stanley. I really do. We won the ACL with his,
Still playing?
still playing, but we had him at his peak age. I know he wasn't the
For best, like player
Bro.
in your best.
bro. He
Like he was
was a
quality,
leader.
but I don't think for best. I don't know.
He was the
He
leader.
played a lot of gets. Well, how many seasons was he with us? 3 seasons.
4 maybe, man.
4 seasons. So I think we got the best out of him over those 4 seasons. He was just a
good
leader,
shout-out.
bro. He was a rock. Worst would be I'm gonna throw Golgo Mabratu in there. I had to throw him in there.
he's in there.
I'm gonna put Martinez in there. Came with a lot of hope. Argentinian, played in Europe. Just a,
That bad, right?
I
Did all right.
those just didn't get going.
Just we don't have good players around him. That was the problem with him.
My
Him
last
in there.
one
gonna be
is Alexander Meyer. Came
Oh my god!
That was
so
flop city,
Wow.
came in with resume Bundesliga this that.
They showed him 20 years.
Bro, honestly, I thought he probably was retired before he came and said, you know what?
He
Himself.
pulled the pin himself.
Yeah.
bro.
He
play to him.
He actually said, I'm not fucking good enough for football anymore and pulled the pin.
Well,
He couldn't do
a
nothing.
good one,
Besides that one goal in Melbourne, I think he scored from long range. Was it? Yeah, and that's it,
That was
bro.
a foul.
Victory,
It was a
victory.
foul. It was a foul.
Yeah, victory. He scored a nice goal, but besides that, bro, it was a flop. You like that one, boys?
that was a good one.
I kept that under the fucking. I hope no one measures that.
Came in, huh?
I forgot about that bloke because he pulled the pin on himself, bro.
He lost hope in himself, bro.
Fucking hell. Well, all right. That's pretty much all the questions I had, boys. So it's always good to answer Q&A
keep
for
them
the
up.
fans.
We always tell our fans, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, send us questions. We'll eventually get around to it.
That's
you
it.
know? And without those questions, we obviously don't have a Q&A. So send them over, guys. Any questions? We'll answer them.
Shout out to everyone on Facebook as well. We hit 500 likes on there.
Yeah,
So
500
much
likes,
love to
200,
500 more, boys.
250 subscriptions on YouTube.
Yep.
So
No, we've gone to 287 now.
287.
Yeah. So fair play to everyone, man.
So appreciate it, guys.
Subscribe, comment,
Yep.
And Morrison.
and that's all.
That's tomorrow.
Much love.
Much love. Let's go.
You gotta pump it a bit louder, bro. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.